The next song that we are going to play is Away in a Manger. And we're going to play something similar where our right hand plays inversions. So with this, we really need to pay attention to the melody as usual. We don't want to make it too thick because it's not as regal sounding as maybe the first Noel. It's a bit quieter of a song because there's a baby in a manger. The thinner the chords, probably the better. That first chord, away. So F major, F, A, C. We can play that full chord with C on top, so that's what we're gonna play for that first beat. So we're gonna try to play on beat 3 when we can, because this song is in 3/4, and just like the last song where we played on beats 1 and 3, that's a common thing to do in 3/4. So let's see if we can play another F major chord on beat 3, but A is on top in the melody. So the other notes in F major are F and C. So we can go. Okay, and let's go to the next chord, which is also F again, and the melody is A. So that means we need an F and a C. Okay, so that will be beat 1. And then on beat 3, the melody moves down to an F. So that means that we need to play an A and a C. All right, so So let's move to the next chord, which is B flat, and we see that F is the top note in the melody, so we need to fill it up with B flat and D. B flat, D, F is a B flat triad, right? So F is on top, and then beat 3, you have D on top. So this is still B flat major, so that means that we need a B flat, we have a D, we need an F. So that whole B flat measure will be again. Okay, and then the next chord is F again, and C is going to be the top note. So we need to fill it up with F and A because it's F, A, C for F major. And the third beat is another C, so we play that same chord again. All right, the next chord is a C7. C is the top note. So this one we might not want to fill up the whole, well, we can, I guess, if you want to, but we generally don't want to get too low over here. The other notes in a C7 are C, E, G, E flat. Okay, so that's the full chord. We might just want to play get rid of this bottom note and play something like that, or you can even play, you might not need the 7th because that's just an embellishment or an extension. So either this or this. And you're going to play that same chord on the third beat because the melody is still a C. And then moving to the next measure, we're still on a C7, so we can play the same chord because C is once again the melody note. And then the third beat, E becomes the melody note. So E is here. So we have C, E, G, B flat. Okay, so we might want to just play, get rid of this bottom one and just play, or even that is fine, or any of these combinations are okay. This is what I mean, where you can make it your own. You can take away whatever notes you want, or if you even want to just play an E for the melody, that's fine too, because in the left hand, we're gonna just be playing that bass note. Let's just stick with something like this. Okay, and then the next measure is a B flat, and so D is on top. And so the other notes in a B flat major are B flat and F. Okay, and then the next note is beat 3 and F. So we also have to fill out a B flat major chord. So the other notes are B flat and D. And then the next chord is F, and A is on top. So we need an F and a C. Okay, and then beat 3, C is on top. So we need an F and A. All right, and then let's go to the next page. So we have another F chord with C on top. So that's root position. And then the third beat, A, is on top. So it'll be C, F, A. And the next measure is F slash A, and A is on top. So we can just play the same note again because it's still F. And then the third beat, we go down to an F for the melody. So F is on top. So you need an A and a C. Next measure is a B flat. So it's B flat, D, and F is the melody note. So you can play it in root position. The third beat is a D. So to fill out a B flat major chord, we need a B flat and an F. And then it ends with a C. That is the melody note, and the chord is F. So in an F major chord, we have a F and an A. We have our C already. So that's root position. And then the third beat, we play the C again, the same chord. And then the next measure, we have a C7 and a B flat on top. So the other notes in a C7 are C, E, G, B flat. Okay, so that's just root position. In the third beat, the melody goes down to a G. And so you have C, E, G, and then we need a B flat, which we might play with our left hand, so we can just play this C major chord with our right hand, just root position. The next measure, we have F major, and A is on top. So that means we need an F and a C. The third beat, F is the melody note, and so then we need an A and a C. Good. All right, the next measure, we have G minor, and G is on top. So that means we need a B flat and a D. And the third beat, we go to a C major chord, and E is on top. So that means we need a C and a G. And the last chord of the song is F, and F is on top. That means we need an A and a C. All right, so those are the chords in your right hand. So let's play that through all together. Good. All right, so feel free to practice that again if you need. Go back and repeat it until you're comfortable with it. For the second verse, we're gonna add in the left hand, and the left hand, we're just gonna do the same thing as last time. We're gonna just play a single note, okay? And so basically, whatever chord change you see, that is the note you will play. If you see a slash, like F slash A, then you will play the A. The letter that's after the slash is the left hand note. So let's start from the beginning, and we're gonna sing verse 2. In the right hand, we're gonna do the exact same thing. once you're comfortable with that, we are going to arpeggiate it. This is kind of like a 1-5-1 stacked chord, but broken up. So F, C, F, F, C, F, and then B flat would be B flat, F, B flat, back down to F, C, F. Now for a C seventh, we're just going to do 1, 5, 7. So C, G, B flat, C, G, B flat, and then for a B flat major chord, it's B flat, F, B flat, and then F major chord, F, C, F. And then repeating the F again, F, C, F, F slash A. A is on the bottom, so A, F, A, B flat is B flat, F, B, F is F, C, F. A C7 is C, G, B flat, F is F, C, F, and then G minor, G, D, and then C, and then we're going to play a stacked 1-5-1 chord on F. So F, C, F. All right. So let's add the right hand in, and we're going to sing the third verse. If your hands sometimes collide with each other, you don't need to play the full right hand chord, just let the left hand fill in the notes. Verse 3, let's go.